Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here with the Top 5 Wednesday for this week. And Top 5 Wednesday is a video series that was created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey. So I will have a link to both of her YouTube channel and the Goodreads group down below if you want to join in on the fun. So this week we are talking about books that we were spoiled for. And this one was a hard one for me because I haven't really been spoiled for very many books. I get spoiled for TV shows and movies all the time, but books, I think readers are more very careful about not having spoilers, or if there are going to be spoilers either in videos or whatever, it's a, you get a warning. And so there's not very many that I've been spoiled for. I do have one that I think I was kind of a little bit spoiled, but it's nothing detrimental, but I'll still mention it. But then the rest of them, I'm just going to do movies that I saw before I read the book. So I saw the movie first and then I read the book, so that kind of does spoil it a little bit if they're the same, so we're just gonna go that route this week. Okay, so the first book that I was kind of spoiled for, like I said, nothing detrimental, but I was a little bit spoiled for Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, and I have not read this one yet because it's book number 4 in the Throne of Glass series, and I still need to read number 3, and then I can read number 4. But I was watching a video recently where someone sort of said who she ended up being with as far as love interest goes. There's a big love triangle in this thing, and I hear in the third book there's another person that comes into the picture and makes it even more difficult, which I haven't read yet. But I kind of got a little bit of a name on someone she was involved with in Queen of Shadows, and I went, oh, I'm not supposed to know that. It made me happy, but I wasn't supposed to know it. So I got a little bit spoiled. Then again, I don't know where the story is going because I'm not caught up on it and I haven't read that book yet, but I have a feeling that's not going to be the end game. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes. For the rest of these, I'm going to talk about movies that I watched or TV shows that I watched before I read the books. So we're going to go that way. So for number 2, I'm going to say Julie and Julia, written by Julie Powell. And this is actually a book I did not finish because I did not like it. I loved the movie though. I went and saw the movie with some girlfriends in it. It's one of my favorite movies. I've seen it multiple times and I'll probably, I will be watching it again. But I hated the book. As far into the book as I got, it followed what the movie did pretty closely, and I'm pretty sure, it's her memoir, so I'm pretty sure it followed it extremely closely. But yeah, just the undertones in the book I did not like at all, and I actually couldn't stand it. So yeah, I DNF'd that one, but loved the movie. Number 3 is the same type of situation where I watched the TV show before I read the book, and I love the TV show. It's my favorite TV show of all time, and I hated the book, and I did not finish it because it was so different from the TV show, and that's Sex and the City, written by Candace Bushnell. And I watched the entire show first, the entire thing, and then I picked up the book, and yeah, it was so different. The city and everything like that, and some of their situations were the same, but the characters were different. Like, Charlotte was not Charlotte from the show. Charlotte was like a high-powering lawyer like Miranda. And then Miranda was something else completely different. And I don't know, it was just so weird to see the difference between them. And I just loved the show so much that it just kind of, I was like, no, this is not right. This is different, even though it was the original. So yeah, interesting. Number 4, I am going to give to Outlander, written by Diana Gabaldon. This is another one where I watched the TV show before I read the book, and I had heard that this book was very, very good. I was putting it off though because I just wasn't sure if I was going to like it. It's a time-traveling / historical fiction book, and as you guys know, historical fiction is not a genre that I'm super comfortable with. But I had heard very, very good things about it, and it intimidated me a little bit also because the books are extremely long. They are very long, and there's 8 of them so far, and it's not done yet. So I was kind of not sure if I wanted to continue with, get into something that's going to take up a lot of my time. But I ended up watching the TV show because my sister watched it, and she said, if you do not watch the show, you are dead to me. And I said, okay then, I'm going to watch the show. And I did, and I was instantly obsessed. It was so good. The TV show was amazing. absolutely beautiful. Just the scenery with Scotland and everything was gorgeous. Jamie Fraser is gorgeous. And so I watched the entire first season, which follows the first book. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to give this a try, because after seeing actually what it's about and things that were happening, I was like, I could see myself reading this and enjoying it. I ended up listening to it on audiobook, which was wonderful, and I loved it. I really, really loved this book. And I like I said, I really enjoyed listening to it as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue listening to the entire series or if I'm actually going to like get a book and try to read it. I might try to read the next one, the second one, and see how I do. And if I'm not doing very well, I can always get it on audio. But for the most part, listening to it was absolutely wonderful. And, you know, I just need to decide if I want to continue listening or if I want to try picking up the books. But I was spoiled for it because I pretty much knew what happened, and the show followed the book pretty closely. There wasn't very much that changed, nothing that I noticed off the top of my head. But yeah, both were wonderful. And the last one I'm going to talk about is a book that I have not read yet, but I did watch the movie trilogy of it, and that is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I have seen all the Lord of the Rings and all of the Hobbit movies, but I have not read any of his work. I do not want to read Lord of the Rings because I have heard it's very tedious, and I'm just, you know, I saw the movie, so I'm good. But with this one, this is extremely short. I don't know how they got 3 movies out of this. Honestly, the second movie was a little unnecessary, I think. I think they were just kind of stretch it out. But this seems much more manageable for me, and I also hear it's easier to read than Lord of the Rings was. So, yep, I'm gonna try to read this here soon, but I was definitely spoiled for this because I saw the movies, but I'm still interested in reading the book. Okay, guys, that's it for me. So those are the top 5 books that I have been spoiled for, kind of. I don't think I have been spoiled for a ton, so I guess I have some good luck on that. But leave me a comment and let me know if you've been spoiled for any books. Try not to post any spoilers yourself so that no one else gets spoiled for anything, because that would just be redundant. But yeah, I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.